Garcia.
Touch. Thank you.
Neurologist is quick start. Body.
Paul, very sharp.
Green, the challenger. Be in evidence here tonight. You know, see as the puncher, Zab Judah has some pop. Is perfect 25-0 record as the crowd is on.
By Judah, you see Garcia trying to loop that right hand around the guard. And then that right hand straight, looping it around instead.
And if these fighters very final 60-second launches another right as Judah looks to a southpaw stance. Garcia's taking advantage of that by the
way it's controlling Zab, and Zab tries that right.
Double jab by the challenger Judah. The left hook where Judah here between the champion Danny Garcia, former champion Zab underway. Get through 41 bets. And Garcia just nice right hand. That's two of them.
A lot of muscle behind their offense. They're just trying to find the range.
Judah.
You know, this round he came out throwing a trickery, seeing if Zab was looking.
Our viewers, Danny Swift in 8 and a big Eagles pair. Yeah, with full Eagles paraphernalia to the fighter meeting. Still
landing cleanly, but they're starting to set out once in a while.
Garcia, this is fascinating. You lead right hand. Garcia connect. And remaining in the second hand.
But that's the thing, Al. Garcia mixes the right hand. Sometimes it comes looping, sometimes it comes straight. I mean, you're going to get hit clean.
That's a great point. Big team alternates. Judah in 96, Garcia in 2008.
Both guys more than willing to engage this round.
Garcia, 107 and 13 as Judah started boxing at the age of 6. And went 1 down 2 as we go to 3.
There's a shot by Judah.
Early in that round, Garcia throwing to the body and is stopping. And later in the round, this was the left hand that Paulie was talking about, or at least one of them. And right at the end of the round, that was the left hand that I think did more damage to Danny Garcia. To establish the jab.
A little creativity by Garcia. And I talk about the people with Danny Garcia, one of them.
Good head movement. He's been at the top of the mountain at the age of 35. Feels that what's it, and so far he hasn't been. Punches landed clear. Those are right hands.
Because the right hands are coming. A wild right hand might catch him.
Round, Garcia. Judah goes downstairs with a 1-2 combination. Garcia unleashes a straight right. Double punch. 3 at close quarters. Judah right hand to the body.
Taking a little bit more chances.
Garcia again coming forward. The lunges. Follow up with the right hand. Judah. Final 30 seconds of
Garcia's corner.
Judah sweeping and great head movement. 3 rounds are in the books here at the Garcia in the black-white. For including Mike Arnold. He's using primarily the right hand. The southpaw there.
He let go of a nice left hand a few seconds ago. A little bit of respect as Garcia starting.
Walking him down with that right hand from Judah. Right up.
And a little bit defensive.
2 minutes remaining here. Competent fighter. He is not the sum of the parts is special. Garcia doing a good job of the 4th frame.
And he may not be great at anything, but he's shown himself to be an overall great fighter.
Yeah, left, he's really kept it in his.
Yeah, and that's Judah. And they're forcing Judah to keep a defensive hold on his left hand.
Both now attacking the body. And trademark for Garcia, who smiled at me. Well, not mixing that punch in is even more bad news for Zab Judah.
A chance here on a combination left hand. Maybe Garcia.
Wanting to put the champion in the final. Fight starting to look a little bit like Judah Khan, and that's not good for Zab Judah. In the 5th round, and this was the round that Garcia said he would. Let's see now. Judah, 20 shots on his arms. Round 17 power punch.
Garcia is starting to on his own.
Good news is that all of the vitriol been all according to the Marcus of Queensbury, who has twice won. Hernandez has been at the belt line of. Referee Smoker calls for the break. Garcia lands a left hook to.
Really put those.
Garcia coming forward.
He's leaving his face a little.
Of the 5th round by the champion. Intervenes. So far, a great job.
And Judah finally tried that uppercut. He's known.
Not able to land that punch. And he hurts Judah with that right hand. Left hook upstairs. Judah along the ropes.
Talking to Garcia, let's see.
Another right hand backs up Judah. Left hand, right hand to the head. Judah absorbing all kinds of punishment in the corner with 15 seconds left. The champion, Danny Swift Garcia. A punch from Danny Garcia. A straight right hand that wobbled Zab Judah. Judah Judah with some gamesmanship to try and work his way through this, urging Garcia to come forward. A very clever veteran who, even in a dire moment, has of mind to do something else to help him through this tough spot. And one more look.
And again, a left hand from Judah, nothing to follow it. Again, just like Quillen made the adjustment to Guerrero on him, don't follow up.
Underway, Judah has been down 9 times in his career. He's been topped 3 times, and stiff shots from the champion Garcia, unloading with the left hook. Judah stumbles out of the way but remains on his feet. And there's a right to tee off. But Judah remaining
in Brooklyn. He's not going to go out without a fight.
He's been in the highlight reel victory over
any chance here in Brooklyn
from Judah. Steve Smoger not do what he has to do. If somebody Judah trying to get the left hand off. And he rocks him with that right. And he's still on his feet. Unbelievable chin by Judah Garcia. Judah in the corner though, where Garcia wants him. Unloads another straight. Judah was able to with those.
Feeling them, but that's the thing about fortitude. He knows he's got to try and finish him.
And the crowd again exhorting, showcasing his heart. And there's something you don't see actually landed. Piece of Zab Judah, and yet to knock him down. Steps again.
This was the best training camp of his career.
Garcia had this moment early in the round. He had Zab Judah again. How he wobbled stutter step. And Angel Garcia, you see his reaction, and Judah, very different reactions clearly to what they're seeing. And the right hand again, that's the one that wobbled him. Judah with left hand. Waypoint of this, seconds left in round, but he lost a lot of steam in his scores at the half. Clearly that we're in general. And a very patient, off all of his wrinkle center against Morales.
Just the variation, he's thrown, mental strength is always there. Yet he stayed alert to the defense.
They're done that, will not go. Thinks he's showing here tonight, rough moments, but what he needs is a counterpunch. His speed has slowed down as Garcia. In the 7th round, magazine 140-pound crown held by Garcia, digging away at the body with the left hand. Remember, the second portion of fights is where Zab. And we are in the second half of this tilt. Riding from Garcia. Garcia and Judah are headed. Here's the right hand. It was on the belt line of lightweight champion and unified welter. First time number of punches thrown in that last round. And there are the numbers. 40% landed by a good percentage. Left hook. The lead. And Eric Morales. That the 7th would have been a good round for Zab Judah. As he's cleaned up his lifestyle, his kids' destinies dab up. He's showing every second of this championship affair.
Oh, those body shots by Garcia, man. He's feeling
Great exchange, and down goes Judah of the challenger. Final minute of the 8th round. And the one saving grace for Judah is the cut. At least is something that's less than a minute left. Came not at the beginning. Next by Garcia. It's been snuffed out by that knockdown. Again, the 10th of his career. He's been stopped 3 times. I agree with him. You could have questioned the mental resolve of Zab Judah in the past, but he has shown. Of what else? A right hand. That's been the main punch in this fight that Garcia has used. And he was often pointed out, Paulie, as he was earlier in the round. And you made the point that's true. Straight left hand landed.
And that's also the right hand that cut him too. So the right hand is
the left hand of Zab Judah that Paulie and I talked about landing first before the right hand gets in by Garcia.
And that's what I mean about he's almost programmed.
Continue Garcia to exploit that cut, but one that still has drama involved. Resolve and is a Paulie, you love Oscar De La Hoya.
More to dig deep for.
Danny Garcia is 2-0 in 12, 5-3. Landing a pair challenger. Judah along the ropes. Garcia.
And again, I love how Garcia sticks hands, doubles them up, loops them, and straightens them out depending on the situation. Still varying hands here and there.
Showing a lot of guile is the 35-year-old challenger. Judah is mentally engaged in this fight. We saw him not calm. He is to Danny Garcia. Under Judah's Garcia. Big that he has landed, and there have been some even stopped him.
Danny's got a great chin. Unstoppable. Eventually, you got
to that breakout year in 20. Legend Eric Morales, the stunning upset of Amir Khan. And now putting the titles on the lot of trash.
But he
slowed out. And we saw in his career that he's been down.
Those straight left hands from Zab Judah have knocked down.
29 to be exact. Still remaining in the pocket. Judah launches a Hail Mary left and he hurt Garcia. Steve Smoger, if he's vociferously when Judah landed that left. An amazing under a minute remaining in the 10th.
You hear the Judah chants, the crowd getting behind him.
Flow of the sweet science. But Judah remains taking Garcia out of his comfort zone in this round. He is having his moment. Fight for the challenger, Zab Judah. Confines of the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. We are headed to what should be two sensational championship rounds. With the point jab as a rangefinder, Zab Judah lands what? And later on in the round, this would be, I believe, the right hook. Yes, Zab Judah throwing a rare right champion, and while it may be one-sided on the scorecard, the last round, 11, moving left forward with right hand, misses with the jab. Garcia ahead. Garcia beginning to
doing in the early rounds. He's on defense.
And he's pushing those rights to the body a little. Judah, 11. Garcia digging away at the body. Judah avoids the left. No, that he's behind him. Thank goodness we're something dramatic in these last.
Just like you said, Al, lazy right hand.
Connects instead of fading. Is gaining confidence here again in the. Again, the right hook emerges. A rare weapon, but blood now trickling down from the hairline of the champion. Puts together a blistering three-punch combination. A flurry of punches here as we go to the 12th and final round. In the last round, Judah landed that as Garcia clawed both the 140-pound championship cut in gout.
To the body from Garcia.
Counter left uppercut. We haven't seen it for 11 rounds. He finally tried to clash on Garcia's hair. Still standing here in the 12th and final round. That little more, and he's the one. 45 left in the fight.
Getting down his face.
At the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. 10 and 11. Even if he takes
the knockout.
He went down in round 8.
Oh, safe at all.
They're imposed skill on each other. Trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Chances, and it's the land punches, even if he's getting hit back.
Judah, final 10 seconds of what has been a scintillating bout for the WBC and WBA 140-pound championships. They are throwing leather until the final bell. Here's part of the reason why they banged heads in that last round, and both men suffered from it. Danny Garcia. And of course, in the middle of this, there were also a few punches landed like those. The reaction by the families as they watch, and it is tough to watch sometimes and exciting to watch at the same time as you watch your loved ones trying to get the job done in the 12th round.
Yeah, that was team and family.
At the show staff for all 12 rounds, not a great start. Was, excuse me, guys. For him and, of course, Tom Schreck.